everyone. It is Miss Peacock here, and welcome to Not for Broadcast. I think the game will do a great job showing you what it's all about, and I am highly looking forward to this. I've seen it played through before, but being a former radio DJ, I am so excited to take the ropes myself. So, let us get started. Yeah. Hello, Archeron. How are you doing? Turn right. I can do that.
Hi, David. I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, now, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so, you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
I am also doing
Look up
well.
at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left.
Left.
These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts.
My salad.
And load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front.
Crazy Neil. And come to Bumley. Sure.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better not make any mistakes.
Oh.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
Okay, I can use numbers. That's good.
I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. Tara show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going 5, 4.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay,
Moving on
all
up.
good. Next is going to be to throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's totally independent.
I think prawns
and
are
corners
shrimp.
the Florida market.
I don't know.
Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Bunderklatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this festive
8,
party have to
7,
say on their
6.
historic.
Right, button
That's
2
what's coming up on
in
tonight.
3,
National
2,
News.
1. Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Getting those viewers. Probably more viewers or listeners than I ever had on radio. Right?
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1.
Doubt out.
Lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide.
Listen, mate, we often get a bit of interference around this time of night, so keep your eye on the machine on the bottom right. You can move that white dot up and down, avoiding the interference using the yellow knob, or your scroll wheel.
of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly.
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well.
Oh, we're gonna hear about salads.
On the clock.
We'll be going live to Advance HQ to hear the co-leaders.
3 different streams and shiny hunting. It's crazy.
1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill up the list.
What? Why?
Ranker Snatch is running late.
My Salad Weekly.
About the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try.
Edition collection. My Salad Weekly. Sign up now, and every week we'll send you an authentic, ethically sourced ingredient to add to your salad. Build your collection week by week, and very soon
Wicked.
you'll have a
We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting.
I would love my Salad Weekly.
Taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1, try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2, don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3, don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually
Lots
enough.
of rules.
Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those.
You've watched TV, right? Do that.
No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Break. Quiet in the studio.
Alright.
Thank you so much for
10 seconds, everybody.
Oof.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome.
Screen 1, Jeremy.
Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here the star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent, and today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right, go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
My dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that there is a
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the wrap, Peter Jensen, the director,
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
worked with him on
Is his
several-
name really Thunder Twat?
I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I remember.
That is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
Exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion. But I'll see who's counting.
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That's a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people.
Not the
Most
little
of all, I
people.
think I do it for the positive change.
Been on that shot a bit long.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, again. Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lodz Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
Oh boy.
Watch out for that interference, mate.
I gotcha, I gotcha.
I don't understand it.
God, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but don't switch to it now. You can go to the archive when the broadcast's done. We keep everything.
We keep everything. We hoard.
No, Lance, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
Dr. Lance, you Miss Flanagan.
Goodness.
Did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
Gonna change the world, you know? Why did I listen to you?
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor.
I'm drowning, Lance.
Doctor,
I need to see this.
I'm sorry, Doctor.
Reminds me of Little Shop of Horrors. Horrors.
Sterility. This phone, this is the key.
Stop.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
We should.
Okay. What if we played the same ad twice?
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button, or the spacebar on your keyboard, for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear.
Don't
Most people
tell me
like
what to do about my
the broadcast
professionalism.
screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder.
You want a great chair.
Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
I don't know if I'll do it by ear. I'll probably do it by look.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Okay, I guess.
Seriously, we've had worse.
That's fair.
3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh,
All
shit,
for it,
he's
Pat.
pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start?
What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry
Oh,
about that.
whoops.
Totally missed that.
Fine. It makes me coarser than the grunt is funny.
Memorably put.
Perfect.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party's what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Remember the 10
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
Poor fat drunk man indeed. I'm trying to look at chat.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your
Get on the
visions.
speaker,
It
mate.
ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Held it down a bit long there, mate.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble.
It me. I'm in trouble.
So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance.
Did I do it?
I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
I think I did it.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
Looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
This is some weird fever dream. Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Nah. Broadcast complete. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to look at chat as much as possible, but my goodness, was it difficult to keep up with everything, and it's only gonna get worse. Final grade is a B. I lost a couple people. Outstanding censoring, interference free. Editing was just terrible. It was because I stuck on too long. Went to ads late once. Okay, that's fair.
Alright, mate, I've left you a voicemail. I thought you'd end up here. Most people come into the archive room when they're done with the broadcast. That way you select any of those and click load tape. Why not watch what you just did? When you're done,
In a
hit
few
back.
moments, we'll be going live to tonight's National Nightly
Can I fast
News.
forward?
But before that,
I don't wanna
let's
watch
take
the
a
whole
look at what's
thing.
coming up later on tonight.
I just want to see
Channel
how it
1.
looks.
At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning
physicists
documentary
against the old
series,
ladies.
The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of
Sounds like
Jerusalem,
today's age.
taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey will be grilling his
Oh,
guests
people
on
against
health and
scientists.
sciences, and tonight sees a return for leading
Except now it
economist
would just be
Peter
called
Drucker.
Okay Boomer.
Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National Nightly News.
I wish I could fast forward.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Yeah,
Movie-
I'm good. I don't want to watch this whole thing.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Okay.
Are we
these
rushing
four
for a
screens, they're
sorority?
exactly the same as the 4 screens that feature the studio signal when you're doing the actual news. Of course, the difference here is you can mute any screen you like or any combination of screens, and you can have a listen to what was going on behind the scenes. Just select any segment, that's any bit between ad breaks over on the left, and hit play. When you're done checking out the backstage secrets, hit back.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh no, I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Now, if only we could
Come on,
stop
it's a
lumping
huge
millennials
day.
with
It's
Gen
not.
Zers.
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm
I like that
Megan.
he's holding a
piss
cheeseburger.
off.
Oh, he's
You're on
loud.
thin bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Adverts? My Salad Weekly? Yes. Show me My Salad Weekly.
Celebrate the classic age of salad with this exquisite limited edition collection, My Salad Weekly. Sign up now, and every week we'll send you an authentic, ethically sourced ingredient to add to your salad. Build your collection week by week, and very soon you'll have a salad that really gets the lunchroom talking. From tomatoes and oils to leafy greens and lovely grains, this really is the complete collection.
I want to collect
Every
them all.
issue also comes with a companion magazine.
I want a
that
complete
explores
salad.
The history of the art
I want to
form.
fill out my
From the
salad
Great
decks.
Balsamic Wars of 48, or Edward the Confessor's discovery of the cucumber, to
What?
the man that changed the very way we see the humble salad, Julius Caesar. himself. Start your personal salad collection now, and we'll
Yes.
send you your first 3 issues. Loose leaf, Remain, and Iceberg. Plus
Ugh.
this exclusive lettuce fridge magnet.
No, we'll skip
all for just
Iceberg.
$7.97 with free
How about only
postage and
Romaine?
packing. Order now, and you'll receive this crouton display case free.
It's what I've
That's
always
right,
wanted.
absolutely
A place to
free.
display my stale
With
bread.
a retail value of $18.99, your crunchy cubes will look their absolute carby best.
My crunchy
But
cubes.
don't delay. This exclusive offer is available for a limited time.
Subscribe today. I want this one.
Welcome to Crazy Neil's crazy pre-Christmas sofa and chair deals. It's a steal with Crazy Neil. We don't care if you've been.
I love
nice.
Crazy
We've
Neil.
got green sofas, red sofas, brown cushions, pink cushions. You've got a grey sofa. We've got a great sofa in a grey, a brown, a pink, a yellow, a purple. Neil's deals are unreal. You've got-
Crazy Neil in his crazy
you've got
blazer
there
and
2
matching
beliefs
tie.
on the sofa.
I am
You don't
in
wanna sit on
love.
this white sofa. She's gonna have to sit on the dark sofa. This is the deal with Neil Appeal. You want to throw
That
throw your money
mustache,
out. I'll give you
though.
a leather sofa for a
I'm
price.
drooling
You're
over that
crazy.
mustache.
You got lightning, striking, then strike whilst the lightning is hot. You got a disused sofa. We don't care if it's smelly, stuck in front of your telly, full of welly. We'll take that shit away. Don't make a meal out of it.
Ew.
Make a deal out of it. We got a big ass deal.
How can the commercials curse?
White chairs, blue chairs, stools, inflatable chairs. This is a crazy deal with Neil appeal. You don't want no lame ass chair.
Neil
You want a
appeal.
great chair. We had a man come down the other day and he brought in.
Where are my 3D glasses,
He wanted
right?
to have the best chair. We got those chairs. We got more of those chairs. We got tall chairs, chairs on wheels, wheelchairs. We got chairs twins, chairs made of steel, chairs that are steel.
So after this, we'll move on to the next
You want
segment.
crazy? We got crazy. Crazy Neil's got crazy deals. You want a toilet? We can do you a toilet. We can do you a toilet next to a chair. We can do you a chair next to a toilet. Hell, we can even do you a toilet chair. So you come on down. You come
Toilet
down.
chair?
We got it,
Now
you
you're
want
talking.
it. You want it, we've got it, you want it. You pay us. You want it, we've got it, you want it. You want it, we've got it, you pay us.
Alright, Bumley. Let's go, Bumley.
Where can you get warm, sandy beaches, clear waters, and fine dining? Well, we're not sure, but here in St. Bumley on the Taint, we've got a big hill and the bus comes twice daily.
St. Bumley on the
Visit
Taint?
picturesque St. Bumley this summer and experience a holiday that's simply unlike any other.
It sounds like Jacksepticeye's older brother or Jacksepticeye's
Your
dad.
kids will love exploring the old production line in relative safety. Grab your tetanus shots and come down today. There's no gift shop, but feel free to grab an old handle from the skip out the back. Or why not indulge your cultured side and visit some of our sites of historic interest, like the parish church, currently the subject of a thrilling police investigation. The old
Oh.
market, home of the fairly big cabbage, or the hole.
Is it a red
Hey,
cabbage?
That's a nice hole.
I like that hole. That's a
And
nice
after a long
hole.
day exploring Bumley, you can relax in comfort in one of 2 communal tents. Or you could take advantage of our famous nightlife. There's a radio in the calf, or on Fridays we gather to watch tramps fight. Come on, Harold, you old meth head. Only 85 minutes from the coast, and with more than 2 areas of outstanding natural interest. Isn't it time your family went Bumley way? And hey, if you come in the dry season, we've got a car park. St. Bumley, on the Taint.
Bumley on the Taint. Alright. Continue. An unexpected form. I apologize if my webcam cuts off any of the selections. I hope that I have it in a good spot. I think I'm blocking the interference a little bit, but hopefully it doesn't block too much. It's all good? Cool. You arrive home to find posts on the mat, most being nothing more than usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you when you open it. It's a form from the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. First page is filled in already. My name is Alex Winston. I have a spouse named Sam Winston, and I have children named Charles and Susie. Well, you mean at least I got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would... Okay. Be friendly and introduce yourself. Be productive and get to work immediately. Ease yourself in and orient yourself with your new workplace. Reminisce with friends about old jobs. Personally, I'm not like a dive in and get to know everyone, but I'm also not like nose to the grind. I will be nice if the opportunity arises. Happy blend of both. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Bad Susan. You bad Susan. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would help your colleague cover up the violation, recommend your colleague reports it, promise your colleague you won't tell everyone, report the violation to your supervisor immediately. Not helping them cover it up, not promising anything. Are we a tattletale? I don't know if we're a tattletale. I'm gonna recommend that they report it. Question 3. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than your previous ones. You would leave work on time, stay late to ensure you hit your first deadline, leave work early and head to the pub, leave work early and head home to see your family. It's a new job. I'm gonna stay late to make sure I hit the deadline. Because no option is like, what the hey. I need more realistic conditions. So we're gonna do that one. It's the annual company barbecue and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family, or washing your hair that day. Go if you're free but wouldn't mind missing it. Have been practicing with your coworkers and think you'd win the talent contest this year. Looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family. Right? Right. You had a long, successful career and now about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievements and all the good memories you have of working there. Give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. Focus on issues and challenges you faced while working there. Refuse to attend. Day off? There's no day off. There's no days off when you work for the telly. Let's see. Where's my option about this is my golden opportunity to like test out my stand-up career? Where's that option? Tell my corny jokes. No day off, we just retire. Sure. That's as close to my option as I want. In your spare time, on those days off, you like to relax alone and doing things like listening to music or making models, attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in. Encourage and support your children with their hobbies and play in your local sports team. I'm gonna support my kiddos. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of daily grind, exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges. That is me to a T. A structured day out at a theme park bursting with thrills and attractions, a romantic getaway with your partner to a tropical island. I mean, this kind of covers everything. Yeah, right? Get my dad jokes ready. Question number 8. It is most important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, or equal. Ugh. Oh, I don't want to answer this. Oh, I don't want to. I'm not speaking for the government. I'm not giving my beliefs. Happy. Sign my name. I was like, I don't want to do that. It's late, Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up your favorite coffee cup, a worn out souvenir of your first trip together. The prints faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. No, knock at the window brings you back to reality. Who's knocking on my window? Get out of here. What is this? Somebody tell me what this right here is. I don't like it. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let him in... Wait, as soon as you let them in... Artron, yeah, this is just making me uncomfortable because I don't think it's ever going to drip. At least I haven't seen it drip yet. Nah? It's torture. It is. Now that I've focused on it, I can't look away. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. We're getting somewhere here. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers, but I need a favor and you're the only one I can ask. Are you okay? Should I get Sam? No need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I just need 2 minutes. You've heard about the Assets and Wealth Act. I literally worked in news, Chris. Not really, must have passed me by. Oh, it dripped! And now we're off somewhere else. And now there's a ticking noise. Ugh, I don't like this part. Chris's face is screwed up right now. Dude, your face is busted. They're taking people's hard-earned money to fund the lazy. I'm not saying the top 1% or whatever don't have stupid money, Chris adds hastily, but they can afford it. People like me, we're going to lose everything, and that's why I'm here. Okay, so what exactly do you need? Why do I get the feeling I'm not going to like this? How are we gonna treat our significant other, or like, I'm assuming we are the husband and my wife's brother, Chris. How are we treating them? I don't like him so far. So I'm thinking this. Why do I think I'm not gonna like this? Chris's eyes seem to be resting comfortably on the floor tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. My passport? My passport? What for? My passport? I can't give it to you. That's illegal. I am firmly standing there. They've taken mine and half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar, so Chris is pacing now. I thought he was sitting. I need to leave before it's too late. Don't give anything for free. Damn right, Artron. Make your money, boo-boo, right? I got my dream job. I'm working for broadcast, a nice television station. I'm assuming local news. That's pretty legit. And I'm like the only person running the broadcast room. I mean, I feel pretty hot right now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe. But I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex, I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. No. Surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. Bugs was here. Hello. Haven't seen you in a while. And did you know I beat the community center challenge with days to spare? I did it. I have two clips. I have a clip of me getting the red cabbage seeds and a clip of me actually getting the cutscene. So definitely check those out if you're interested, but it's so good to see you back. In the future, when I want to stream Stardew again, we're going to start a fishing challenge to see how quickly I can catch all of the fish in Stardew Valley, which I'm really looking forward to. Chris's mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like they were my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? No, it's against the law. I can't help you with this. If the government is tracking you down, you having my passport is not going to do you any favors. Oh, Bugs, don't be sorry that you missed it. My schedule has been all over the place recently. Fine, I'll solve this myself, Chris Spitz. Yeah, you're a great family member. So glad you asked for my help. So much for family loyalty, eh? Grabbing the neon fluorescent suitcase, Chris disappears into the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup again. The peeling face now seems to bore into you. The knot in your stomach tightens. Ugh. This sounds so much like the Fallout song. What? Alright. I will not be looking at chat when things get busy, but I will be trying to glance at it as I can. Fans on as well.
You know, load the tapes under the desk, look down.
Should we play this? Is this toy safe? Absolutely. Go-Getters. Alan James. I say we end with Crazy Neil, because Crazy Neil is fantastic. Should we play this? Is this toy safe? I'm so excited.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These two buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here.
Okay.
It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice.
Oof.
I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully. And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
So...
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guess if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash.
It's our first ad.
Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg and Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's Taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully...
What is he on about?
...the central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have."
Okay.
Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artist Tiffany Lamore, whose recent
I really didn't want the photo of him just vomiting.
firmly in the public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And Griever's bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach?
Okay.
All that, and Megan Wolf with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh boy.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the Grand Plan.
Grand Plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't know, Jeremy, is that
I
these
forgot.
are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opie arts. Like opiates, see?
Get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan.
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating Law and Order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so.
Great Christ, I'm absolutely fucking flying, I tell you. How's it going? Actually, fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later, bye.
When you can't.
If you keep me happy, I'll keep you safe.
And his incredible real-action eyes.
I hope your mummy and daddy don't die in a fire. That would be bad.
It's no wonder Mr. Snugglehugs is the gift your child wants this Christmas.
All the other kids have got one.
That's right, little one. You don't want to be left out.
I only like people that have me as their friend.
Oh, Mr.
Did they literally just take a Furby? They made a demented Furby.
In stores now, selling out fast.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem.
Greg?
We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
Never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours.
Can I interrupt your segment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Sorry, bloody gimps escaped. Delia? Delia?
What?
Help, please, dear.
No, I got distracted.
As I was saying...
What is going on in the closet? What? No!
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box.
I'm...
Back in your box. Delia, I really could use little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oi!
Can you put him back in his box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gift space.
And who is it to make a change, Bob?
What is happening?
Not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of this... Oh, hold on just a moment. Clive, I am not having this again.
Oh my goodness, he was wearing
As I was
fishnets.
saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills.
Oh, this one's
and hides
moving.
instead,
I don't like
a
that.
normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there.
So you can see some of the interference that I'm working on right here.
Hopefully uninterrupted.
Nope.
It's time to get to the heart of the matter.
Sorry, I lost a viewer.
Has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing assault. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony.
Ah!
Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I think asking that is...
What is about to happen?
Sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody,
Nope.
have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
Vampire Chris!
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal here, Tony.
Wait, las bolitas!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes? Tony? Tony, I mean, we were literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to clear
Okay, fine.
understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some lucky young thespians. Don't go away.
Plucky thespians.
Piss off.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't know, you won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove.
Okay.
So, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and fuck in a bit.
Yeah, I don't like the broadcast music up anyways. We'll watch the ads afterwards.
Welcome back. How hard can it be? This is all new.
10 seconds, everybody. Gonna open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome, Black. I'm Megan. And on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of
He tricked
inspiring
me.
people from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right? Yes, Charlotte's my oldest.
I'm the older, more popular one. I'm joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me.
Oh.
Algebra, maths teacher. Maths is really important. Oh, thanks, Steve. Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks.
Maths is really important.
It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle
I
believed.
just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like
I don't like that.
Really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter. And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you? That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Put it in, coach. Yes, thanks, Steve.
Maths really important.
I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grants?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY.
Did he just call her paraplegic?
And so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So,
Oh.
let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Alright. And Trance Chef, I will answer your question shortly.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist.
Gary the Fist.
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. So important.
What? Maths is for losers. My arm's stuck. Just keep going for fuck's sake. Right. Maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free coat. Brilliant, keep going. Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends.
Oh.
Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all 3 of you.
guy.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist.
He's giving me strong Robbie Rotten vibes, and I love it.
On a council estate, the park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner? Woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, stay away from 3.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice. Friendship!
Alright, cool. It is very cringe. And I worked at a radio station in college called KMNR 89.7 FM. Spent 4 years there and absolutely loved it.
Across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
What the literal fuck was that?
What? What do I do? What do I do? What? Where was I supposed to go? Retry. Do I have to do the whole day over? God, I hope not. What happened? Normally I have like an ad to click. Okay.
In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music,
We're gonna do this cringe part again, I'm sorry. I have no idea what we were supposed to do there. Was it volume? I know I was supposed to censor, but did I have an ad break or something? Turn the volume down. Maybe. Alright, we're gonna try doing this a little bit better.
10 seconds, everybody. We're gonna open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5.
Camera 2. Cool.
3.
Welcome, Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right? Yes, Charlotte's my oldest.
I'm the older, more popular one. I'm joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks.
Theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle
I
believed.
just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences, and they touch us right back.
I
Gross.
suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh.
Angela Algebra.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter. And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah? Because, in a way, she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like, maybe she's you, Megan.
That's really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about Grants?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly, but...
He did call her a paraplegic.
DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we ballywell are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary. Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Ah.
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. So important.
Maths is for losers. What? Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Just keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I meet him?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Okay. Hopefully we don't have to do this again.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be free.
Life can be peachy keen. If you work as a team.
Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum and for dinner he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Nope.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy
Okay.
Wilson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about.
Oh, okay. Apparently that's not going out. This is what going out.
Human-like voice to keep them company when you can't. And his
Okay, so I guess we double played the ad? Oh man, I don't know what that was. Outstanding censoring, some interference, editing was just terrible. Went to ads like once. Okay. It's not terrible.
Hello, mate. I see they've got the store back. That's great. I love fucking shopping. Sorry. It's a bit of a big night, to be honest. Anyway, over here, that's how much money you've got. You'll get more money the better the broadcast you do. These tabs take you to the bits and pieces and sections of the store.
I did it!
Stuff. You can upgrade stuff, or you can just buy really cool stuff to put around the studio. Right, mate. Final thing you gotta know: if you want to buy something, you just click on it and it go ka-ching. But there's no refunds.
No refunds. A satellite that responds faster than your mom. Alright, I'm gonna take a restroom break. I will be right back. Life is pretty hard on the council estate. Goodness. That is by far 10 times harder than anything I've ever done on radio. But, I mean, I'm about as good at censoring on here as I am on the radio, which is pretty bad. Crazy Neil Christmas.
This is Crazy Neil's Festive Yuletide Ornament Spectacular! So you've got the best Christmas tree that your money can buy, and you want to put on it some crazy-ass Christmas ornaments. We want to give you a spectacular Christmas cactus. You know what it's like?
Christmas cactus!
To dress up, and you want your house to look like a Christmas bomb has hit it, then we
Yes.
got ornaments for you. You want
Yes.
things like vases, or vases, or another cactus to go with your first cactus. or
Yeah.
A crazy Christmas frog. or a
Christmas
dog.
frog.
A cool pineapple. A duck. Christmas elephant. We've got
Bugs was here. Have a great night. Appreciate ya. Hope to see you again soon.
the storage locker that second Mrs. Neal abandoned, like she abandoned her children. It's a
Oh my goodness.
crazy fun. Don't be a prick and get yourself quick. Grab yourself a crazy deal with Neal Appeal.
Snuggle hugs.
Mr. Snuggle
So yeah, it's a Furby.
Kids, you love them, we love them, and they just love Mr. Snuggleheart. Yeah! With his state-of-the-art human-like voice to keep them company when you can't.
If you keep me happy, I'll keep you safe.
And his incredible real-action eyes.
No.
It's no wonder Mr.
That's
Snuggleheart
terrifying.
said the gift your child wants this Christmas.
All the other kids have got one.
That's right, little one. You don't want to be left out.
I only like people that have me as their friend.
Oh, Mr. Snugglehunks, you're so silly. Mr.
This is
Snugglehunks
terrifying.
now and selling out fast.
Okay. How is it? Ugh. It's only gonna get tougher. I think I have one more time of playing with the broadcast. I believe. I think it's 3 segments. The prologue, episode 1 and 2. I think so. You arrive home after another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognize Sam's hurried scroll. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is heading. Sam's gone to pick up Chris's stuff from the street. Don't wait up. Underlined twice. So this is your fault now, is it? You sulkily press play on the cheap horror film you were going to watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid, but always makes you two laugh. It's not the same without Sam, but you still chuckle to yourself occasionally. Just as you get to the good the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you in a way only a child can, pleading but somehow defiant. You let him go as long as he promises to be home by 11. You tell Charlie no, he's not allowed out this late on a school night. How late is it? It's obviously before 11. I forget how old Charlie is. We'll be nice. We're going through a tough time. Clearly surprised, he practically races out the door. You doze in front of the movie, waiting up for his return. You start awake by the sound of TV static. It's gone midnight and there's no sign of Charlie or Sam. It's a school night and he promised, so you go over there and march him home. You're tired and in a bad mood. You trust Charlie, he'll be home soon. Let's go get him. Arriving at the friend's house, you find your son, who miraculously notices the time when he sees you. He may think you were born yesterday, but at least he apologizes. That's something. You recognize that cheeky, mischievous look. You can't help but let him off this time. Sure. A tight Christmas. You cannot help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow... If this isn't for broadcast, how are you going to save yourself from Twitch rules with this not safe for work game? Don't want anything bad to happen to you. Junpei, thank you. It is fine. I believe everything is censored. It might have gone over my head, but if it is genuine concern, I believe it is fine. I would say this is a safe for work game. I am literally working. By the way, Junpei, how are you? You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are playing a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. Oof. It's been a tense afternoon. Everyone can feel it. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. My passport, not his passport. I feel no grief for not letting him have my passport. If my wife has an issue with it, my wife can get over it. It's a big change for Sam. The two siblings used to be inseparable. Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. Oof. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Just poking fun at the title of the game. Okay, I was like, I don't know if that's like over my head. I feel like it's safe, but I will say this is a naughty game. I'm used to playing very like family-friendly games, but you're censoring curse words. I believe the next segment we are censoring nudity. So, looking forward to that. Are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? You make a toast, you stay silent. I'll ask Grandma if she's having a nice Christmas. Your mother stares vacantly at you, confused. She comes back to herself with a start of recognition. Yes, thank you, Alex. It's lovely, she murmurs. It's been happening more and more lately. Oof. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Do I make a toast or do I stay silent? I think I'm just gonna stay silent if he's gonna be a moody little girl. Chris knocks back a fourth glass of wine a little too violently. See you, Sam? Can't even look me in the eyes after what happened. Your daughter looks up, confused. What do you mean? What happened? She asks quietly. You brace yourself. Sam tries to interject. Let's not go into it now. But Chris continues forcefully. No, I think she should hear it. Well, Susie, Alex here. Thank you, Chris, that's enough. Stop talking right now. I'll be nice. I'm around family, I'll be nice. Chris turns away from you, taking some frustration out on a cheap cut of roast chicken. Your daughter Susie seizes the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me, Daddy? You chuckle. This sounds familiar. I'm not going to like the Sam Mayu joke. Susie rolls her eyes. You know how me and my friends are planning on going traveling this year, Daddy? Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me out with some money, Daddy. She's interrupted by Chris, who makes a decisive snort. I wouldn't hold your breath, Suze. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Chris, do us all a favor and shut your mouth. Ignoring Chris, you smile at your daughter. We'll see so many parts of the world, Daddy, and learn so much about other cultures, Daddy. Susie gushes. You sigh and lower your voice. You know money is really tight right now, that Grandma's staying here. We just don't have that kind of money, Suze. But please, Daddy, Harriet's parents are helping her, Daddy. I'm sorry, I wish we could afford it, but we can't. Alright, fine, we'll find... Just to make Chris mad. Just to be like, I don't want to help you, but I'm helping my daughter. Sam interrupts. Sorry, were you going to consult me on this, or were you just going to carry on pretending like I don't exist? Well, Sam, this is really the first time you've spoken up all game, other than leaving me a note, so... You feel your cheeks flush red and turn away so Chris can't see. You know you haven't been the most attentive lately, but this rebuke seems harsh. Sam exhales and seems to brighten, but luckily for someone, I agree. This is a great opportunity, and I'm sure we can find the money somewhere. Sam isn't looking at you. Well, you agree, obviously. Charlie excuses himself awkwardly as you start to clear the plates in silence. You had a nice birthday, Pat, your mother chimes in cheerfully. Merry heckin' Christmas. A welcome windfall. You're leafing through a pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, Thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We can now confirm their receipt and validation for the assets and wealth redemption scheme. Hopefully this will make last month of arguments with Sam worth it. As such, it is our pleasure to enclose a cash or a check. Yes, a check, which we hope you will see as a symbol not only of our gratitude to you, but of our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. The throbbing of your flesh, speed introduced paper cut is the only reason you can believe you're awake. A check, and a sizable one at that. Chris was right. Advance really are redistributing wealth. We will continue to strive for betterment of this nation and its people. Forwards together, Julia Sandberry and Peter Clement. Weight of your financial burdens lessen slightly. It is bliss. Yes. I love it. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages, finally getting some time alone together, where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance, and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle, and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman, calling to inform you that you're required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers, and the National Nightly News team will be working around the clock to ensure we break for the story first. Needless to say, we will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. Are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement, kissing you. They grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. Ignore the message you need this weekend. Apologize profusely to your spouse. You really should go into work. Bozeman's temper is legendary. I don't know. On one hand, I would like to improve the relationship with our spouse, but on the other hand, they've really not been fair to us, even when we give them the opportunity to. We don't know. I think I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna be bad and going to work at the TV station. Apologize profusely to your spouse, but you really should go into work. You sigh heavily. You're going in, aren't you? The voice behind you makes you whip around. You nod simply. Of course you are. It's too much to expect for you to put your family first for once. God forbid. I don't know why I bother, Alex. I really don't. And with that, Sam's gone. Front door swings slightly in the silence. Permission slip. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Did you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of corporation? Join the Advanced Go-Getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs the flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hands. So I can walk there straight from school, and Ben's sister can drop us home after, so you won't have to do anything. You sign the permission slip, and for your son to join the Advanced Go-Getters, you refuse to sign the form for your son. Why not? Hobbies are important. Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of the community. This can only be a good thing. A free ticket? Some guys at work gave them to me. They can't go. Sam stands in front of you, brandishing 2 tickets. You see title in bold letters. Alan James is right in front of you. I'm really unsure. What do you think? Shall we go? Alan James is right in front of you. Free tickets are free tickets. He's a character and it'll be hilarious if nothing else. I don't think so. The guy's a nut job. Free tickets, let's go. The show is entertaining but much less funny than you thought. He's a powerful public speaker and something about it sticks in your mind. Lying in bed that night, wide awake, long after Sam's breathing turns heavy, it hits you. It was the crowd, not laughing, but roaring. Okay. Alright. A profitable partnership. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles that Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar Advance logo and urgent respond immediately plastered on the front, and a correspondingly urgent red font grabs your attention. Best get it over with. Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the Advance government has taken another step towards in our fight for equality. By nationalizing the largest private corporations and redistributing their resources among citizens of this great country, the Partnership Bonds program ensures the wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in 2 of 4 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and not to be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. Eye of the Beholder Incorporated, whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or culture, we see beauty in all of our customers. Neil's Deals Limited. It's always a steal from Crazy Neil. I think we need to support Crazy Neil. Pleasure Court, our business is your pleasure, from sport to travel or even just some you time. You can't say pleasure without leisure. Remington, we're everywhere and everything, a worldwide company for a worldwide community. Neil's Deals. And for your second bond, please select one of the following. I think Eye of the Beholder is my favorite. Thank you for making your selection. Please return this form using the envelope provided. You will receive a report from your partnerships in 3 to 6 working months. It seems even Advance can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. Future of this nation is in partnership. Boards together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much influence could you have? I want to work at the station again. The Tempest. We did it!
Good evening, Alex. It's Boozman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other 2, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. God, that
And oh man, okay. I really want to. Oh no, can't take that away. Check your prostate. Checking our prostate.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
Checking our prostate!
Probably is a really awful day.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
While both options are still on the table, support seems to be growing for a daring escape attempt. If a group of fungus experts can't fix the most advanced craft ever conceived by man, then who can?
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
It might seem amusing to us, but clearly this formerly overprivileged section of our society is not adjusting well to the new future. It's often too easy to forget that not every citizen is thriving under advance.
Table for two. Johnny Hamsleeves and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler Randy Grizzle?
Yeah, the other one was like test results. We don't want to do that.
Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
When only a Flard will do, you need the Flardmaster 5000. That's the slogan accompanying the announcement that has rocked the construction industry this morning.
The other was male contraceptive pills. No thank you.
Sure to change the way we see the humble Flard.
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
I gotcha. Alright.
First tonight, after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs, we have an exclusive interview with one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old Timmy Tadlock, like so many of those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Last week, joyfully, he spoke for the first time since the tragedy. Tonight, he talks to us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy. We should never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs. Without our publicity, the sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties, might have been averted.
Oh my goodness.
The Nightly News team, we're sorry.
In future, we will do better.
Now it's over to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Tadlock and their 7-year-old son, Timothy. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Yes, well, you're bloody lucky we're spending any time with you at all. After what you lot did. Irresponsible. I mean, whose idea was this anyway?
It's all right. It wasn't your fault. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
You be careful now, it upsets him to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason. So, Timmy, can you tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Yes, I could smell him already. He smelled like love.
Ah, yes.
He smelled like love.
Scented with her.
I was so excited. I ran up to my room and gave him a big hug. He was so soft and warm, like our cat, before he got in the way of Daddy's Porsche.
And what did Mr. Snugglehugs say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend." But I sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here, and she can't be, for just $89.99. And then it's the general error. 41.
And is that when he burst into flames?
Careful.
And then he exploded.
Oh, look, I've asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that one of his real action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes. When I took him in at night, it glows through bandages. I know it's under there, staring at me.
Yeah, some of the other children have started calling him Timmy Three Eyes. And with his glasses, that's 5.
It's too many eyes, Robin.
It's too many eyes.
What do you remember before the darkness overtook you?
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed as he burned.
It sounds very traumatic. Do you have nightmares?
All right, that's quite
you,
enough of
Timmy?
you two coming in here with your camera, but I make a buck out of our supper. I have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy, do you think you will ever be...
This could be a British version of the movie Ted.
And now you. Oh, you've made him cry with all 3 of his eyes.
All 3 of his eyes, no!
Parents will ever really love you again.
Right, that's it. Enough. Come on,
I'm happy, Mr. Tadlock.
Not Timmy's poster.
Just one of the many victims of an indescribable tragedy that has shaken our nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
And many questions to be answered by Sophia Remington in the coming days and months, I'd wager. How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs consumers should look out for when they're spotting a dangerous toy?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new Advanced mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look at this National Nightly News mug, you should see the mark just on the base of it there.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks and new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families. When we come back,
This is
our very own
difficult.
Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry, I'm bursting.
Crazy Neil!
She's very good.
Who?
Megan.
Yes, she is.
Watch your back, Jeremy. Women are coming.
I'm more worried about this water dripping onto my head.
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final.
Naked protesters!
It's about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news.
I want to see fannies on the news! What's Crazy Neil up to?
We've got men's sleeping bag, boys sleeping bag, sleeping bag, sleeping bag. You could sleep it upside down with just your feet out. We got beds you could sleep on your back. You got tiles, we got
I will say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Emma Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick
Hello,
Bannon,
Kita, hello! I hope you had an awesome stream!
A game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan, you join me live here for the final of the first annual sport.
I wish I could look at chat.
I thought we contested competition so far. I think it's fair to
Hello,
say
beautiful
these two
people!
around each other.
I'm playing a very heavy, focused game. So as soon as I get a second, I will gladly say hi to you guys.
Strikers known for her signature move of the year, Orangi Hamster, and facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and
It was terrifying? No. I'm sorry.
Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part.
Slapping ceremony?
Still going on. The striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brains. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time.
Had a scary game night. What did you play?
Using his arm to pick up the ball. What about a shot there from Harris? Back to Striker.
Hi guys, thank you for the raid. You all are wonderful, beautiful people.
She's gone to sort of throwing under her legs. Not bad if you ask me. Bit of business with the referee.
Oh, I got some bits. Thank you.
Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth two in the bush. I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really
The Doctua, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm so into this game, guys. This is not for broadcast. It is early access on Steam right now. We're about to see some nudity, so... Or I'm about to censor some nudity, so... Should be fun.
Striker giving it large. Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the
Oh.
Apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arms. Try and ignore all of that.
Thank goodness it's actually censored.
Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation
Nope.
as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on the play, but it's proving to be difficult. I'm struggling to follow because it's quite an eyesore. And women's body, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harris.
Censoring time!
Massive gap.
The Beast Inside? That sounds like such a fun game.
Lady Striker. No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that the offensive thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the Heats. What a brilliant move. Back to Striker.
Well, thank you so much for the raid, guys. I hope you enjoy this game. I wish I could tell you what's happening right now. I don't know. I don't think he knows either. Loads of jump scares? You are braver than me. I don't like scary games.
Blooming jaw dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course. I've always said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves. 4 rounds and several subgenres. But now, of course, it's time.
You chickened out and ended the stream?
Sponsored by Remington's Fist.
That sounds like something I would do. I am right there with you. I hate jump scares.
Nice piece of music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it.
We're gonna look here.
Around here with his genitals on display for all to see.
Genitals on display?
Ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there.
Oh, I've changed perfectly.
Harris's face, security's on it. And the bucket's been knocked over.
No, not the bucket!
I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over.
Can't stand it when the bucket's knocked over.
Genitals flying around for all to see.
No, not the genitals.
Not Sunday morning television. And out of there.
I don't know if you guys have seen the General car insurance commercial, but that just popped in my head. For a great low rate you can save online, go to the Generals and save some time.
I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these 2 players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
You're only live for like an hour and a half. I think that's fine, especially with scary games. I would not want to stay alive very long with a scary game.
Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here.
But yeah, thank you for the raid, thank you for the follow, thank you for the biddies. I super appreciate all of you.
And it dribbled down his arm.
Hate scary games. I'm sitting in the dark, I was gonna die. Ugh.
It's not going in the bucket.
I can't remember the last scary game I played. I don't even like watching other people play scary games.
And Striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps... And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is one.
The tiny bell!
Her face, she is absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Saw you were live and wanted to show some love. Thank you. Did you find out if I am able to trade with you without ruining my catch combo?
That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact. Caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like...
Nope, nope, nope. Nope.
I mean, there's sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Okay.
They're sort of everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match.
Nope.
What's going on here? Yes, yes.
So we're changing the camera feeds, we're censoring, and then over by my webcam you'll see interference.
Absolute wasters.
So I'm trying to control all of these. Alright, so after I get off stream tonight, Lokita, I will gladly trade with you. I need to trade with Archeron too, to get my shiny Gengar.
Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round, and of course as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris, who really could go in there at this point. Really high level play here from two absolute juggernauts of the sport. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. Interesting. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on, from Striker. But she's in it to win it. On it, like a carp on it. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's throwing it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic, there we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look at
Yay!
in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official. In, please.
And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is everyone!
Okay, the ref has agreed once again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me.
Uh-oh.
Here come the on-site security to collect their medals.
Okay, so some of my controls are now broken.
Thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating
Oh.
tonight. And all I know is that to say
Oh my goodness.
back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon there had an extraordinary final.
Oof.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone struck me.
What?
Fucking microphone just struck me.
Okay,
Where's that sound guy?
so we got our add-on.
Everything okay?
We're now playing an advertisement. This one right here.
Your own body as it slowly
I think this is a government ad.
losing your grip on reality. Well, it doesn't
Whew!
have to be that
This
way.
game is difficult.
Now you
Because you're controlling so many different things.
Maintenance that this storm has caused the odd power surge, so your controls might be a bit dangerous. Now I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll
We
make
can
the
die.
right decisions. Boozman out.
Okay.
Well, several, actually.
Gonna need a whole new lining up there. Triple signature.
We'll look into it.
Alright, we got about 30 seconds
Your
left.
star seems to be in the ascendant.
Whew. So I used to work at a radio station. That's what drew me to this game. Way more difficult than anything I did on air, but the whole live broadcast control, I absolutely love. Like censoring, changing your feeds, this is all stuff that I did.
No, mine's fine. Have you had a little accident?
Alright.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital.
Uh-oh.
Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be.
There we go.
Well, not unless you've got
Alright, now you can see the interference is what it's
It does
called.
seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers mostly.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's tripping on me.
I forgot.
Turn out to be some alternative arts projects,
Which we no doubt will have funded.
when we want to talk to the nation about
That
something
spooked me.
far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death, Pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
There we go. Oh,
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less...
I'm gonna die.
Much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera,
Oh,
Pet?
sorry, it's camera.
Oh,
When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He was to go to the hospital. My granddad, he collapsed that morning. So we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He was all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before. And he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half-time.
That sounds...
It was awful.
alright, what am I supposed to do here?
Awful for us, and this is the point.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but one of my interference things is like
You
spinning.
could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off
Oh,
his
no.
breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't. Or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service
Okay.
is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial,
Come on.
medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen
Whew.
gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course, don't want to burden themselves or their families
So difficult.
with a slow, long, humiliating decline. Into an
My phone package has given me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know, I think it from my asshole.
Oh, we're still on the air, Peter.
Oh, yes, sorry, my apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry, I've got something. Can I get a little bit of help here? Please.
I'll bite that
Your
bullet.
generation might feel somewhat...
Jesus, I roast your face, for that one were massive. Right, no, this bastard's coming off.
Sorry. The older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Just spending their final days
Okay.
eating gourmet
No more
food,
shocks.
drinking fine wine,
I don't want to
and
die.
through spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of that grandmother with a rusty twat.
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
For fuck's sake.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
Okay.
You really do move at a breakfast pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started.
Okay. Interference is fine.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests.
I think we did it.
Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
Good job, everybody.
Do you suffer from
So
benign
they just...
It seems so.
Did I die?
I suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I saw the link.
I think I died. Did I die? Did I finish? To be continued. Okay, so this game is currently in early access on Steam. Absolutely love everything I've seen of it so far. Highly recommended if you enjoy the background of broadcast. I mean, that's a huge reason why I got into Twitch, is I used to do radio shows in college. And it's very similar to how I would set up my radio shows, especially my talk shows. So I highly recommend you guys check this out. It's different than any other game I've seen. And as a simulation games go, I think it's fantastic. But yeah, this is the only bit of gameplay they have so far, and I think they're planning a full release in the next few months, but I can't be sure. How long have I been streaming for? Between 2 and 3 hours, I'm pretty sure. That's not what I want. There we go. Oh, come on now. There we go. Just over 2 hours. That wasn't bad for an early access. Turn that down just a little bit. But thank you guys again for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It's fabulous to have you here. Checking out this game with me. Lokita, thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness. I'm now catching up on everything. All of your beautiful emotes. What is it? Nizerbud, thank you for the bits. Is that a hollow bag? It is. I absolutely love my hollow bag. You have one too? Oh, spooky. I also have the matching wallet.
We are the Resistance, and it's time you knew the truth.
Next time on Not For
What do you mean I
Broadcast.
can't say that?
Advance is lying to you.
How can we help you if we don't know who you are?
More than all of this, he was my laughter, my confidant, my friend.
The elderly are not a burden.
So, Mum's made the decision to unburden us, and
Oh, you have the bigger one? How do you like the bigger one?
Membership card is an ID card, no matter what they tell you.
We are getting reports of, oh God, millions of deaths across the continent.
Oh my goodness.
You deserve a nutritious life.
Understand this. There is something wrong with the food.
Not the food.
No more! I've had enough of this shit!
Oh my goodness.
You are not the
You're gonna send me a pic on Insta. Yas. Looking forward to it. Artron, welcome back to the end of the game.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm Andy. I'm Jay. Really old. I'm Alex. Unbelievable swag. Thank you so much.
I believe these are the developers.
Send through your amazing support that we can tell a really awesome story.
I love bigger purses as well, but I tend to get in trouble with them, so I tend to do like a smaller one, and if I have bigger stuff, I'll carry a laptop bag or a backpack.
Thank you so much again. I will see you in episode 2.
Episode 2. We did it! What a crazy game, especially difficult. I couldn't tell you how many shocks we gave ourselves at the end. But we are gonna go ahead and sign off. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching Not For Broadcast. Make sure you come to twitch.tv/MissXPeacock for more streams. And in the meantime, I love you. Have a great night. Bye.